Why is shutter speed key for balanced photography exposure? Imagine trying to capture a moment in time. Whether it's a bird in flight or a flowing river, your camera needs to know how long to look at that scene. That's where shutter speed comes into play. It's a vital part of the exposure triangle, which also includes aperture and ISO. Shutter speed controls how long your camera's sensor is exposed to light. If you set a long shutter speed, more light hits the sensor, making your photo brighter. A short shutter speed lets in less light, resulting in a darker image. But shutter speed isn't just about brightness. It also affects how motion appears in your photos. If you want to freeze fast-moving action like a sprinter or a flying ball, you need a fast shutter speed. Think of settings like 1/100th or 1/500th of a second. These quick speeds stop motion dead in its tracks, giving you sharp, clear images. On the other hand, if you want to show movement, like flowing water or light trails, a slow shutter speed works better. It creates a sense of motion and energy by blurring movement across the frame. Choosing the right shutter speed depends on what you want to show and the scene's conditions. For fast sports or wildlife, use a high shutter speed to avoid blur. For still scenes or low light, slower speeds can help gather more light, but you might need a tripod to keep the camera steady. If you're shooting in bright sunlight, a fast shutter speed helps prevent overexposure. In darker settings, slowing down the shutter allows more light in, but you must balance this with aperture and ISO settings to keep the exposure even. Balancing shutter speed with aperture and ISO is essential. If you pick a fast shutter speed, less light enters, so you might open the aperture wider or raise the ISO to keep the picture bright. Conversely, if you choose a slow shutter speed, you need to narrow the aperture or lower the ISO to avoid overexposure. This balance ensures your photo isn't too dark or too bright, and that the motion appears just as you want it. Understanding how shutter speed impacts both exposure and motion helps you make better choices when taking photos. It's a key tool for controlling how light and movement are recorded. Whether you want crisp images of fast subjects or artistic motion blur, adjusting shutter speed is how you tell your camera what to do. It's a central part of the exposure triangle, helping you create well-balanced photos that match your artistic vision and technical needs.